welcome, MRL. It is going to be a very fun Tier 3 race today. We are at Singapore. Welcome. This tricky track has already seen three amazing races, Tier 6, Tier 5, and Tier 4. I just got out of my Tier 4 race, so I'm sorry we are a little bit late, but that doesn't matter anymore. We are now coming to, we're now coming to the track. It's going to be 3.1 miles, street circuit, 19 turns. I really don't care about this. I'm just going to go ahead and introduce your host today. It is going to be the one and only D-Master OG and the beautiful, not Giants fan, because Giants fan isn't there. It's going to be Nikki G. Nikki G, how's it going today?
It's going good. It feels good to be here in Tier 3 today. Like you said, a bit of a crazy day for Singapore racing, but we'll see what we find today. A lot of the races have been long, so we should be in for a long but entertaining race today.
Yep, I 100% agree. We've already gotten started a little bit late, so let's just go ahead and get into the track. Actually, we're really late. We're already 6 minutes down on track. If we're gonna go ahead and look at how the standings are with people's bankers, it's already at the 29.6, so these guys are already going rapidly. Can't really blame them. They're Tier 3 drivers, but running down the order, it's going to be AK leading in P1 provisional pole, just about 5 thousandths in front of Simtex as Calm sets his lap. He goes P3 with a 29.6. The top three are within the same tenth, so that's pretty impressive. P4 is going to be Process. P5 is going to be Echo Alex. Speedy is going to be P6. Anthony Jenkins, aka Twan, is going to be P7. KDM P8. Chili Willie is going to be P9, and Iron Boogs is going to be P10. How are your teammates looking there at P5 and P10 currently? As actually they're both on laps. I think they're getting a little bit of DRS from each other, right?
Yeah, it looks like they're on a lap right now. Echo Alex is just going into Sector 3 now, so he's about to wrap it up. He's running out of fuel. I think they're helping each other out.
I think they're coming into the pits because they're blinking. I think we're good.
Yeah.
It is okay.
Yeah, he's not using it anymore. Yeah, they're both coming in.
Yeah, understandable. Okay.
Well,
yeah, there's not much going on right now as we're coming to the last minutes. Everyone's going to get some new tires on for their last lap. Nobody's really on a lap. Maybe MP. No, MP Jacobson is not on a lap. Saku's not on a lap. Yeah, nobody's on a lap. That's what. Scruffy says for me that he's in the pits. I do not think that is true. Looks like you've disappeared again. There you go. Okay. Let me pull up the chat because I'm gonna want to see what people are saying here. More like D-Master Relay.
Fair. Semtex is on an out lap right now.
Okay.
Getting ready to maybe chop those 5 thousandths. Getting to pole. Looks like a few people are coming out now. It makes sense with only a few minutes left in this session. I think Anthony Jenkins is pushing. I think.
Well,
maybe not.
He has DRS open. I think he is pushing.
He might be pushing.
He is.
Let's see what the sector one looks like.
His range, a 10th up. Not great for sector.
He's pretty low on ERS. I'm not sure if he is on a lap or not. I can't tell.
I mean, if he is on a lap, then he's using ERS. His light is still on. It just doesn't look like it's been a great lap so far.
Let's see what Sector 2 says.
Let's see, he has a Chili Willie in front of him? No, a Capaci. Okay.
It's funny, everyone has called this person something different. I'm interested to see. So, Tolby has called him Capaci, I think. I say Capaci. I haven't heard Capace yet. That's a new one.
That's what I called him in the... He's a rookie. I'm pretty sure I saw him in the rookie races. That's what I called him back then, and that's kind of what I just stuck with. But yeah. Oh yeah, he is.
Semtex is down 2 tenths.
go ahead and get on board with him. This is a great camera.
Two. He's on a flyer right now.
3/10 down on sector 2.
Yep. Whew, this is gonna be a lap. Hopefully, yeah, he stayed on track there.
That was close, yeah.
That was very close. It's very you don't notice when you hit track limits on this track because it's very sneaky, sneaks up on you.
Especially like with the tires, you can barely tell if your tire's on there because you can't see it.
Ooh, coming across the line.
That's pole 3/10.
3. That's a lap.
Yeah, let's see.
That's gonna be a hard one.
AK's gonna have to find 2.5 and a little bit more just to keep that P1. Looks like a lot of people are on their outlap now. Capace is I think the first person to finish their lap. I'm gonna go ahead and ride on board with him as he's a 10.5 down coming through the first sector. He has a little bit of traffic. I think that's KDM, but he moved out of the way swiftly. He's gonna lose a little bit of time with that, but let's see what he comes across the second sector and does. I think he's gonna have a good shot here if he can find some time. 9/10 down. He must have had a mistake.
Wow, who's this?
Capace.
Oh.
Capace is 9/10 down. That's gonna put him around, literally around P2, P3. Let's see.
Yeah, it should be P2 if he gets real sticky here.
Oh, I don't like that last corner. P4. That is close.
Yeah, I think that last little bit
Yeah.
took some of that time back, but that's a good lap. Good lap to
Yeah.
as long as things don't move around too much. Wow, we have 4 people with a 29.6.
That is pretty crazy. Well, we had 4 people with the 29.6.
Yeah.
Simtex kind of blew it out of the water with his final lap. I don't think he's going to have time to do another one. I
don't think he'll need another either.
I don't think so either, but the person who's going to be challenging... Yeah, I was just about to say, the person challenging is going to be, I'm pretty sure, the next person across the line. 2/10, I want to say he's going to have here, because it looked like a pretty stuck first and second sector. Let's see, 5/10. He's on a flyer.
Wow.
This is going to be provisional pole if he can stick it through these last 4 corners of the track.
As long as he doesn't do anything here, he should be fine.
Who's next across the line? Echo Alex is going to be on an invalid lap. He's no longer going to have a shot here. Iron Boogs is going to be next.
There.
Yeah.
AK's going to come across the line.
He's going to go provisional pole by
29.1.
2/10. Provisional pole.
Wow.
What a lap. Simtex is on.
That was a lap.
Yeah. Iron Boogs goes P3.
Wow. 3.669.
Nice lap. Calm is on an invalid. Calm can no longer improve.
Whoa.
KDM goes to P3. The Mercedes goes up to P3. The top 3 are staying still for now.
So many 29.6s.
Process goes P4.
29.5.
Speedy goes P4.
Oh, we're seeing so many laps. So many laps. Oh my god.
Looks like the next is going to be the MB Jacobson P12. McLaren's going to be crossing across the line now. It's Punju. It's going to be P15. Punju is in the mud. He didn't have any time to practice. Go away, Minico.
Man.
Can't bother me with my internet. Gary goes P9. And I think that's the end. Nobody else can improve. That was
a lot of people are cooking.
Yeah. That was a lot.
Top 12.
Improved. Oh.
Top 12 in the 29s.
Look at the gap. From P1 to P14, it is a second.
That's wild.
P1 to P2, it is 2/10. AK had an amazing lap. Let's go run down this order. AK is going to be starting on pole position. Simtex coming in P2. Process P3 from way under the field. I think he was like P7 before that. Good improvement. Texic Speedy goes up to P4. He also had a great improvement. The sun in your eyes, says Mike. Yeah. I think Twan did not have a good qualifying here. All right, let's run down this one more time. KDM is going to be in P5. Iron Boogs is going to be in P6. Calm 45 is going to be in P7. Capace is going to be in P8. Gary's going to be in P9. Chili Willie's going to be in P10. Echo Alex is going to be in P11. Anthony Jacobs Twan is going to be in P12. MB Jacobson is going to be P13. Lakota P14. Punju is going to be P15. Fortunate for the McLaren. Same with Sacco, P16, the other McLaren in 17th. Scruffy in P18. And P19 goes Dana the Mac. And I'm pretty sure I'm starting the race in P20. This is going to have to be on you for commentating. Good luck.
Okay. Good luck. Good luck in the race, man.
I don't have a steering wheel.
That's fine. Use the keyboard.
I got my controller. This is going to be fun. GG's, Henry. GG's.
All
right.
Just dive bomb. Just cause chaos in turn 1, and then. We won't have to commentate much.
I'll just cause the safety car, so we won't have to do much. But yeah, I have chat up, so yeah, I forgot steering wheel and gloves.
Yeah.
Hey, Minico, I don't want to join your team. Don't pick me because I'm in an AlphaTauri right now. Don't do that. Crofty wishes you could do this. 100%. Testrosa, you're damn right. I'm the new Crofty. I'm going on softs. You know, just for fun.
Full wets.
Oh wait,
and then
yeah. There is no rain.
Do no fuel too.
I didn't have time. I didn't feel like it. I may not be AlphaTauri next season, so who knows? That's fair, yeah. Y'all safe light entries. I have a Honda Pilot. All right, I'll leave it to you.
All right, and we're off. Oops, we're off. Oh, I don't have any of this. Okay, AK gets an amazing start. Very, very good start. Although Semtex is starting to push back a little bit. Looks like a pretty safe start from what I'm seeing. Few people moving down a little bit. Ooh, Semtex moves all the way down. I think something happened.
Yeah.
What happened here?
I have
a little bit of carnage. Ooh, big carnage. Big, massive carnage.
There's a pileup. Oh, there's a pileup.
Oh my god, massive pileup. Massive pileup. That's going to be a full safety car. I don't care what that says. That's a full safety car.
I have 2 illegal positions. What are
so much carnage?
Come on, guys.
What happened? Look. Coda doesn't have a front wing. D-Master doesn't have a front wing.
I have a front wing.
No one has a front wing right now.
I have a front wing.
No one has wings.
Well, yeah, there was some big carnage back there. I literally went past it. You can go back on the stream, but you can see there's just a pileup.
You lived it. What happened? Was it your fault?
Sadly, no. I was a little bit too far back to catch the start of it, but it looked like there was a Williams coming across the track in the middle of it, as there was just carnage in the middle part of it. I'm behind my teammates still, Dana the Mac, which we were teammates last season. I mean, how am I up to P15? I'm about to get points as the commentator.
Let's go. Black
flag. Yeah, Pat, I agree. Black flag.
You hate to see it for Semtex. Started P2 and now he's out of the race. But this is going to be a dream start for AK. He's
his main competitor.
He's going to be sitting pretty up there.
His main competitor has
Echo Alex unfortunately out as well. We're going to have a couple people pit, obviously. Probably everyone's going to go to the hards now.
Ow. You didn't see anything.
So what are you going to do, D-Master, in this race? What's your strategy?
I think I'm going to the hards. I think that would be the
hards?
biggest
Yeah,
thing.
it's really a good strategy.
Yeah. Just go hards until the end of the race. Perfect strategy. I'm pretty sure.
So who are you going to hit next?
I think I want to hit this AK, who is comfortably going to be in this lead after we restart. Well, KDM is the lead hard tire runner, I should say. Let's run down this grid as everyone comes out of the pits. AK has stayed in P1. Process has gained 1 position. Actually, everyone in the top 6 have gained 1 position other than AK. Just because of Semtex's unfortunate decease, as I would say. Process P2, Technic Speedy P3, KDM P4, Iron Boobs P5. They've all gained 1 position. Chili Willy has gained 4 positions. Great start from the Ferrari driver, as I'm pretty sure he was behind most of that carnage and made it through pretty easily. Twan is going to be our P7 contender. He has gained 5 positions. Same with MB Jacobson. They survived that crash as, yeah, they're doing really well right now. MB Jacobson does have a penalty of 5 seconds for speeding in the pits, I presume, but that is what is it called? Usable?
That's
No.
yeah.
I can't remember the word.
And D-Master OG is out of the race. What happened?
I think you're a little bit behind. Invite Calm. Do you have Calm added? There's Yo. He joined. We're good. Dan of the Max is going to be P10. He has gained P9. He has gained 10 positions. P10 is going to be Gary. And Calm has rejoined the race in P11 as Sako goes into the pits. Oh, he forgot where the pit box was. Okay, Sako is into the pits. He's coming off of those mediums. He might have had some wing damage. I do not know yet. Punju is up to P13. He's going to be up to P12 now, passing Sako in the pits. Scruffy going up to P13. And Lakota going up from Tier 4. Actually had a pretty rough race. He got taken out early, so he's going to be trying to make up some positions here for Alpine, getting some good points for them. But yeah, the race has started in chaos, and we didn't even get to see it.
You really hate to see it for D-Master OG. He was looking like he was gonna have a really good race in Tier 3 today, but
yeah,
there's always next time.
That's crazy that I still gained 4 positions. 4 people died at the start of the race.
I think that's a best finish for someone who is racing while they're commentating without their steering wheel.
Without their steering wheel, yeah. I think we should have a track it from now. P19 to P9.
We should.
Dan? Fair.
We should do a race where all of our you know, whatever, like we're all just AI and we see whose AI
is fastest.
Wins.
Try keyboard next time, says Andy. So I want to go back to something that Mike Butler said. Mike said, y'all drive like you're in Florida. I'm in Florida. That's
what does
funny.
that even mean?
I guess you're just bad drivers. Testarossa said D-Master is the medical car. I didn't help anybody, so no, I was not the medical car there. I literally rolled past him like I didn't even see him. Like, oh, that's an incident.
Safety car in this lap.
My apologies, I'm getting a refreshment of some agua before we get started. AK is going to be leading the way. Let's go on board with Speedy, just so we can get a good hold of when they restart. Because there's some switching back there, Scruffy and Sako. Maybe some illegal overtakes. And they've gone. AK is gone.
Oh, he's off. What?
Yeah,
he's off. He's off. Decent start.
He has a big gap from Process behind.
Safe restart here. Let's see. Looks pretty good so far.
Doesn't look like anyone went side by side.
Everyone's playing it pretty safe.
Actually,
yeah, looks good.
Looks like Dan tried to send one up the inside of MB Jacobson as Gary goes into the wall. He's backwards.
Oh!
Gary gets into the wall. He might have a little bit of front wing damage, but that is fine. Punju is going to be looking to the inside of Calm. Is he going to find the way? No, he's not. He pulls out of the corner. They make it through safely. MB Jacobson looks to be a little slower than Dan. Dan's trying to find a way to get past, but there's no opportunities here in that second sector. It's very tight, very loose, and not much they're going to be able to do here. He's going to have to wait and be patient.
Yeah, this track you have to pick your battles where you want to do the overtake. You can't do it. You can't do it everywhere. You gotta know when exactly you want to do it.
Like right now, he's going to be using a little bit of an ERS. He has the slipstream. Is he going to go down the inside? He's looking for it. He goes down the inside. Goes pretty deep.
There.
Goes very well through the corner. Great overtake
there. Oh, looks like Calm's going to want to have a little bit of that too.
Yep, Calm's down the inside for the next corner. He's going to be passed before the corner.
Yep, and he made that. easy as well.
These guys are
Bungie
being
might want some food.
nice move from Dan.
Maybe
Oh
Jason
yeah.
has a penalty, I think.
Yeah, he has the 5-second that he had in the pits.
Ah,
Yeah. Looks like they're doing pretty well to keep it on track. A lot of people are just trying to maintain with DRS until DRS, and then they're going to make some moves. As actually, Iron Boogs is just pressuring Chili Willy 3/10. Nearly getting there.
look there. Take a look on the inside.
The top 5 have stayed relatively, well, top 7 has stayed relatively even. AK leading from process, nearly a second out already. Technic Speedy at 8/10. KDM has been left in the dust by those 3. He is a second 0.7 behind. Chili Willy on his rear end, 5/10 with a big snap. I don't know if you caught that, but he was really sideways there. Held up
Yeah.
Iron Boogs a little bit, as Anthony Jacobson is still in that fight. Same with Dan. They're all within that DRS range. When it gets activated, it is going to be first to pass.
It's really easy to get throttle happy here coming out of these turns.
Yeah, 100%. As actually we had a swap from Irons and Anthony Jacobs. I think Irons had a bad run out of the corner. I was unable to get that. DRS is enabled.
Ooh, hit the wall a little bit there.
DRS
Ooh,
is enabled though.
Hold on that. I
Mm,
think he's gonna want to send it. No, he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait for it. Thinks a little better of it. Gets really close though.
yeah. I'm going to watch along with Dan of the Max, because I think Dan of the Max is going to be the one to watch here. He's going to be really close to Iron Boogs here. He's already 11 positions up from where he started. He's going to be doing a last 2. Where can he get? As Iron puts on the ERS and pulls away a little bit to defend. Calm has pulled away from MB Jacobson. MB Jacobson at 1.5 seconds. He no longer has the DRS from the group ahead. There's 3 little packs going on right now. AK in his own world is second.
Pulled away a lot.
Yeah, he's, well,
This is his race.
let's just appreciate how we have a Aston Martin sandwich between the field. AK is in the lead. Gary is 40 seconds behind the next person. Unfortunate race for Gary, starting in what looks like P9. He's so far back that he's just hoping for a safety car right now. He's waiting.
It looks like Technic Speedy wants a little piece of process as well. He's getting pretty close with the DRS now.
Yeah, we had someone say I wonder how much DHL paid for this advertising. A lot. Let's just say this entire track is covered in DHL. I don't think I've had 3 laps where I haven't seen the DHL tire strategy thing. So that's going to be interesting to watch. Scuffy retired. That's going to be a full safety car.
Oh, another one. Scruffy.
Full
I don't
safety
see where he
car.
is, but did he just crash up on his own?
Yeah, I think he crashed on his own. I don't think he had much. I don't think he was around anyone. He was in P14. He was last of the runners, other than Gary. I'd go hards from here. I do not think so.
That is our second
Yeah.
safety car of the day.
Does a VSC count as a safety car token? Because if it counts
Well,
as 2 different safety cars, it
yeah.
would be 3.
Well, yeah, because we had VSC that turned into an SC, so I feel like
Yeah.
I would kind of call that one, you know? Like
I would call it 1. I'm just asking for the game's sake, because every time
Oh.
you only get 5 safety car tokens in a race, and
Oh, okay.
those are 2 different safety cars. They can be upgraded, but I don't know if it counted as an upgrade or just a separate incident. I think it'll be an upgrade, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. I want to say they'll count it as like a safety car instance rather than like number of like safety cars per se, you know?
We'll see whenever, because right now it's 2 full safety cars and 1 SC. So that is 2.5
Right.
in the MRL Sportsbook, if y'all are betting for that. We'll see.
I
We'll
forgot
see when
about
it
that
comes.
completely.
I don't think
I mean, I
anyone's
hope it
done
doesn't- I hope it doesn't come down to 5 safety cars. We're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, we're gonna miss tier 2 at this rate. But looks like nobody's pit really. Yeah, nobody's pit.
I don't think there's a reason to. Everyone's
No.
on pretty new tires.
Exactly. They're all on mediums and hards. Actually, 2 people have pit, Punju and MB Jacobson.
I was gonna say
Sako.
if you're towards the back,
You're not
hitting
losing
to
anything.
soft, pitting to softs could be a play to just get up the field, and then everyone's probably gonna pit at some point later on anyway.
Yeah.
So you might as well cover some ground and then go back on those hards or something.
Well, they've all gone onto mediums, so I think they're going to be going until either the next safety car or until these guys
And then go
pit.
soft.
And yeah, exactly, go softs, because these guys have to pit on the opposite tire that they're on now, meaning hards and softs. These guys have the choice to go mediums or softs to the end, depending on when it comes. Hard runners could do a medium, but they're going to be losing a lot of track position, which is why they're holding out right now. That's what I'm thinking.
And what does the weather forecast say?
When I was in, it said it was full dry, so I don't think we're going to be getting any rain. Mike Butler, I would say we should move it to a parking lot, but then Las Vegas in the 1970s would happen where we just get bored and there's no racing. Yeah, I was just going to a minute ago say the same thing. Let's not have her repeat. Honestly, I think there's a big gap in strategy right now, because KDM is still the lead tire runner. He stayed there the entire race. Same with Anthony Jacobson. They're going to be the lead runners here in about 5-10 laps whenever these mediums go down, and they're going to have a lot of advantage other than the 3 people that pitted for new mediums. And
Medium. Sorry.
no, you're good.
I was reading that.
I was just going to say, and Gary just got saved because he's now going to be up to the pack.
So, hard runners could do medium, but don't you only get 1 pair of each tires, or 1 set of each tires?
So, if you get the tire allocation, depends on how many mediums you get. So, if you go balance, you get 1 medium. Sorry, you get 2 mediums for the race, 1 hard for the race, and then 4 softs. 2 to use in qualifying and 2 to use in the race. If you're on the softer allocation, you only get 1 medium and 1 hard, and then the rest softs. If you're on the hardest, you get 2 hards, 2 mediums, and softs.
I always go balanced.
Yeah, I always do too. I never look at it really. I mean, there's a point, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd always like the extra medium tire, just in case this situation comes up. Because right now, Punju, let's go on. Can we see what tires they went on? Let's see the race director. I was gonna say we don't look at down there. Punju has gone on hard, medium. So he's already used 2 of his 2 tires, and he just went back on the hards. So this is going to be an interesting strategy for them. Gary went on medium, so he's on a second set as well. But the top 8 have not pit yet. So Com being the first person to have pit at lap 1, Lakota being with them. Safety cars in this lap, so that's going to be a good restart. Let's go ahead and watch on board with Technic Speedy again. But just to reiterate what I was saying, Com and Lakota are technically on newer tires, but they're going to have to pit the same laps anyways because they're on about the same tire wear. Punju, Sako, and MB Jacobson are going to be the ones who really benefit from new tires here. Com got another meat set, looks good. See what he's going to be able to do with it. As AK has a big gap. He's already gone. I think he's already gone, yeah.
Yep, he's out of there.
AK has slumped Process. Process is 7/10 already. Technic Speedy did not get slumped. He's 4/10. KDM did get a little slumped on Chili. Chili's really close there. Let's see what's going on back here. Looks like there's some shuffling around. Sako getting past, um, Punju getting past Lakota, and Sako trying to make his way around as well. As they are on new tires, they're just hoping to get up the field as fast as possible. Let's keep looking up further as our race leader, AK, is almost within almost outside of a second already. He is pulling from them as it looks like Anthony Jacobs and Iron Boogs have conceded positions. Anthony Jacobs being in 6th position, Boogs being in 8th and 7th, Dana the Mac being in 8th, and Com being in 9th. Punju already back into the points, looking to make his way deeper into the points with those newer tires. In front of him, he has Com on, I wouldn't say newer tires, but newer than the rest, as Lakota had a little bit of a moment back there. He's off. He's actually off in the background. You can see him there. Is that going to bring out a safety car? Let's hope not for the racing. Sako goes down the outside of Punju. Concedes position because Punju gets a better run, but still they're making it too wide in front. Dana the Mac has moved up in front of Anthony Jacobson. That has been a great move. Iron Boogs has gone in front of both of them. Iron Boogs has gone up to P6. As there's a big moment for Chili. Chili's in the wall. He's down to P11, P12, P13. He's lost so many positions. 10-second time penalty. That'll definitely be removed. That was unfair. Still, what? Com going around the inside of Anthony Jacobs, not being able to make a move. Oof, indeed, says Giants. That is true. As Boogs has led this train now. The top 4 have ran away 2.5 seconds in front of the rest of the field. Com and Anthony Jacobs going side by side. They make contact. Anthony goes into the wall. Twan not having a lot of fun here. Com making a lot of contact here as he's going around Sako as well. He gets spun around.
Big contact there.
Contact behind too.
Kept it, though. He's kept it straight. He's kept it straight though.
Yeah, I think MB Jacobson has front wing damage. Yes, he does. As Com goes down the inside of MB Jacobson, not able to make the move done. Dan really got from P19 to P6. Yeah, he's cooking. Boogs up to P5. Dan P6. P7 is going to be Punju. What a recovery from him. P8 is Sako. Sako's followed Punju through that field. Anthony Jenkins, aka Twan, has started his own little pack here. I think he may have front wing damage, but Gary has gotten into the points from 40 seconds behind the next car. He's in the points. Chili Willy, after his big snap, is into 11th. He has a 10-second penalty. He's probably going to have to serve that this race. Com was looking good. Now is in P12. He's not having fun. MB Jacobson comes into the pits. He needs to repair that front wing. And Lakota is now the new Gary. Lakota and Gary swap positions. That's what I literally just said. AK has pulled away from the middle two. Technic Speedy still on the back of Process, but Process has lost the DRS from the Aston Martin driver AK. KDM has lost it as well, 2 seconds back, but he's clear of P5 Iron Bugs. They're still on the older tires. Punju is on the new tires. He's looking to keep moving his way forward with Sako back in P7 and P8. Dana the Mac is in P6, surprisingly from P19. The last person to have started other than the commentator. I'm running out of breath saying so much. Let me get some water.
Yeah, really good run for Dan the Mac right now.
Sorry about
Looks like
that.
everything has calmed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, never mind. Punju's chasing down Dan the Mac right now, and so is
Punju is
Sako's
chasing.
behind too.
Yeah. Sako is following Punju through the pack. Dan is chasing Irons. Irons has lost a lot of time to KDM. Actually, no. The other way around. KDM and Boogs have gained time, but Dana the Mac is still gaining on him, which actually is going to be Punju going down the inside. He breaks later. They give each other room, but
Ooh.
Dana the Mac defends
tight
well. Yeah, I think there was a little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact, but they made it through safely. They're still fighting for that P6 position. Punju has a lot more pace. I want to ride on board with Punju because he's got no battery left. Neither does Dan, but he's got a lot more speed. He's got a lot more pace in the tires.
Oh, Dan is going to defend the inside very nicely.
Yeah.
They're all very close to each other. Sako, Punju, and Dan.
You mind taking a look at our lead, or our P2 battle? They're 3/10s, and I do not want to miss what's going on with Punju and Dan of the Mac. Because this race, this 3-car battle for P6 is pretty intense. And
so Speedy has an entire tank of ERS right now. So I think he's just waiting to go on the ultimate attack on process any moment now.
Well, KDM...
So he's just doing this off of raw pace right now.
KDM is losing a little bit of time on track itself. Iron Books has gained 3/10 on him there, and he's lost 3/10 to the cars in front, as Punju had a look up the inside, not able to make anything stick. But this pack for P6 is not getting any tighter.
Make it happen here. Speedy's got to make it happen here. Hang on to that ERS.
No, he's
gonna wait for it. I think he's just not.
Punju.
He's not trying. I think he's trying to play it safe.
Yeah, I think Speedy knows. He's got the pace. He's got the good car under him. But someone who has a good car under him is Punju. Did not have good qualifying. He's having an amazing race right now. He's down on the ERS, but he is up on the pace. He is 4/10 within Iron Bugs. He is going to be cooking. Can you give another invite to Calm if possible?
I don't have Calm, I don't think, so I can't invite him.
Sako got past Dan.
Anyone.
Lakota retired from the session in the last corner. I think he had a mistake. He must have made a mistake.
Three.
Yeah. No safety car yet. Punju made a mistake. He went a little bit wide. He still has Sako there. Give me one moment. One moment, Calm. I will get you in there. I'm just trying to wait. I can't do it yet. Sako has made the move on Punju. Punju has gone down to P7. Sako has taken P6 from him. Now they're going to be chasing irons. They're going to need a chase too.
Calm. Chili Willie's out. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Yeah, Chili Willy had a big moment there at the hairpin. Calm got past him. I think that's the AI of Calm, to be fair with you, but what am I supposed to do?
I'm not even playing, and he got the overtake.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Calm 45. I'm fighting for the championship. I don't care, Calm. As there's a big moment. Speedy's lost so much time. Process and Dan of the Mac are in the pits. Speedy had a big moment. He's lost it in the P7. He's gone down. This is why I didn't want to invite you. What just happened? Calm goes back into P8 as Process comes out.
Doing it offline.
Yeah. Doesn't even have to be here and he's gaining positions. Process comes out P9.
Big battle. Sako and Iron's fighting for P3 right now with Punju very close by as well. AK with a 5.7 second lead for first.
That's crazy. But he's gonna be pitting soon. So it's gonna be tight between him and Process, who just came out. Speedy still needs to pit, but he had a big moment, I think, at the last corner and lost a lot of positions. He's now down to P7. His tires are going to be cooked. He's going to be cooked as Punju is going around the outside of Iron Bugs. Is he going to make it stick? He gives him Iron Bugs gives Punju just enough room. He gets the move done on the fresher tires, but Iron Bugs is going to be trying to look up the outside. He has the ERS. He's trying to use it, but he doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have the tire grip. Sako and Punju move up into P3 and 4 respectively. KDM is in P2 and AK with nearly a 6-second lead from P2.
Irons, I think, had a moment. Oh, he's pitting.
He's pitting.
Irons is pitting.
Technic Speedy's in the pits as well. Calm is going to be coming around the second to last corner now. I don't know if he's in the car. He is in the pits. I don't know if that's an illegal pit entry, but we will have to find out. Calm goes into the pits. Process moves back into P6 as a lot of people have pitted. That's rough. Sorry, Gwenfro. That sucks, man.
Sorry, Gwen, bro.
Gwenbro. Looks like the battle for second. The battle for second now as Iron Books went into the pits. Sako is on the back end of KDM and Punju's right with
Punju's really
Sako.
close by too.
Yeah, they've been there since the safety car restart. Sako had a little bit of a moment, lost a lot of time. He's out of the DRS from KDM, but Sako's not out of the DRS. He's gonna be really close, hoping he doesn't get a good run here so that he can get this position. I think Punju's gonna want to be the lead driver on these new tires. Season 11. Yeah, Bugs moment. What is Irons cooking? Mediums to the end.
What is Iron cooking?
Mediums to the end. Not a bad strategy.
Hashtag what is Irons cooking?
Hashtag what is Irons
big,
cooking?
I mean, little touch there, Sako and Punju going into turn 1.
Well,
He really needs to get past. He's getting antsy.
yes, he did start it on mediums. He is on the current strategy of mediums. I showed it on stream.
You know,
medium soft.
You know, the completely legal medium strategy, you know?
Oh, they're still side by side. Sako gives Punju a little bit of a push.
Off track, just a little bit.
Yeah, I think
Punju's not
Punju
gonna
had
like
that
that.
position, and I think he's going to want to either take that with the stewards or have Sako give that position back, because he definitely deserves that. There he is. He's going defensive. Is he going to give the position back? Looks like he is. Punju comes across the corner, and he is the lead driver of the new medium runners. I think KDM has to pit this lap, or next. Nah, that was dirty. I do agree. Punju got the position. I think Sako recognized it, but Anthony Jenkins is still technically here. He is outside of DRS, but he's going to be hoping to get it just a little bit so he can keep with these new tire runners. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to.
I'm wondering if AK should pit or not,
He's not. Not pitting.
because the tires are gonna get old. People on the hards are gonna start cranking in some good laps soon.
KDM comes into
on
the
the new
pits.
hard.
KDM is into the pits on his hards. I think he's gonna go on mediums till the end. Punju moves up into P2. I didn't think I was gonna say that after he qualified like P15. Insanity. Let's run down what's going on with these oh, big slide. Let's run down what's going on with the position changes. So Process has gone back up to P4. He's gonna be just over 20 seconds, 21 seconds from AK. I think Process is going to have this massive undercut on AK, as Punju has gone up 13 positions. He started P15. AK going to Softs? I don't think so. I don't think Softs can make it. Well, they can, but I don't think that would be the strategy. Punju up 13 positions, same with Sako. They're in P2 and P3 respectively. Process currently down 1, but they still need a pit. AK still needs a pit, and I'm pretty sure Punju and Sako are going to have to pit one more time. So we'll see how they end up. But Process is going to be in the net race lead here. Let's see the leader interval. Yeah, he's just over 20 seconds behind AK currently. Ironbugs is 27 seconds from the leader. He's up 1 position from where he started. Dan and the Mac, though, from P19 to P6 on the same set of tires. He's going to need a pit. Not on the same set of tires. On this new set of tires, he's going to need a pit as Sako takes P2 as Punju comes into the pits. Punju is going to be changing to... What tires is he going to? Mediums to the end? Dan does not need a pit. He might. He goes to mediums to the end. He'll make it to the end? Yeah, but what are his tires going to be at? That's my thing. Process moves up into P3. 20 seconds, less than 20 seconds from AK now. AK seems to be struggling on those tires. Really struggling on these tires now. Lightning McQueen out there. Since when is he Oh yeah, I'm just wrong. I thought he pitted a lot earlier. Dan of the Mac is making it to the end, and this has been one hell of a strategy from him. He's gonna get Sako once he pits, if he pits. Yeah, I think Sako has to pit here.
Isn't losing much time, so I feel like I wonder if he's just gonna try and run these mediums as long as he can and then go to softs.
No, he's not losing time to Sako. He's losing time to Process. Process is now 18 seconds. He's lost 3 seconds in the last lap on the new tires. He's down. Process is now down to 18 seconds as AK comes into the pits. AK is in the pits, changing his
I
tires.
kind of want to see him go for softs.
I want
Not
to.
gonna lie.
I want to, but at the same time, I don't know if they'll make it. That's 12 laps. He's on softs. He is on softs. It's gonna be going out. Sako comes into the pits. I mean, it's not a bad strategy. It's just, it's gonna be wild at the end with these two. AK comes out behind Irons, behind Dan. Is KDM gonna get him here too? KDM does get him. AK is down to P5. He is on soft tires, but everyone in front of him has track position, and he's gonna be looking to gain 10 seconds on Process to get back into the lead. Wow, that is a big ask. Dan of the Mac in P3 right now. From P19, Chili Willy has retired into the pits. He had like 16 seconds of penalties, so I don't blame him for that one. I'm gonna need a safety car for Irons here. No, I don't want you to get a safety car. Let's see here. Dan of the Mac, impressive showing from him today. Fastest lap is currently from KDM with the 32.4. I doubt that's going to be for long, as he's actually going side by side with Dan of the Mac. Dan of the Mac trying to hold the position, but he's out on the outside here. He is just slightly ahead, gets a little bit of a contact bump, and KDM is ahead of Dan of the Mac. Moves him down to P4. Let's see how their tires are cooking. Coaching Sako.
AK's about to carve through the field pretty soon once these softs get warmed up.
Yeah, he is within DRS. He's gonna have the DRS and ERS advantage of at least Dan. Dan is flashing. KDM is gonna have a lot less. Dan is gonna have a lot less grip than AK, but still probably a lot less grip than, well, about the same grip as AK. Irons is cooking up a strategy here as Punju and Gary are going side by side. Punju on the inside, Gary on the outside. Punju takes the position, but he does not have much ERS.
Nice move down the inside for AK, although I don't think it was that hard anyway. But he's through to fourth.
Come on, Coach Sako.
Really nice in second place, although his illegal strats right now are going to prevent him from finishing in second place.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think that was the strategy to go on the mediums, but Giants fan is hoping.
How did AK sell? He's literally about to win the race.
Yeah, I think he's cooking here. I think he's cooked up a very good strategy. He's almost within a second of KDM here as well.
He's cooking with gas.
Cooking with gas. His tires are gonna drop soon. Bruv, he is literally on 1 lap old tires.
He's been tire whispering this race though. He made those mediums go way more than I ever could have.
Yeah, 20 laps on mediums? That's crazy.
And he kept the pace too.
I mean, it wasn't great pace, but he was keeping up with Irons.
Yeah. He kept the people behind him for
you never know.
Around the same amount of time. I mean, you do never know. I mean, he could crash the next lap and he's out, so.
Exactly. Does he get... He got ERS. He got DRS on KDM. He's going to be gaining down this entire straight. Irons has no ERS. He is flashing. KDM looks to be on around the same ERS level as everybody else. But Process is at 50% ERS. Process, I think, is going to have a good shot at winning this if AK doesn't get him within the next 5 laps. That's when his tires are going to drop. AK needs track position and then to hold on to track position for 4 laps. That's going to be a hard ask, but he's definitely going to get P2 here. That's inevitable. As he's already on the back of KDM. He's already within 4/10 of KDM. Is he going to be able to get him down this straight? He's going to have the slipstream. Use a little ERS there, as you can see him flashing.
Wait for it.
Not make the move.
Who's going to make it happen here?
Yeah, he's 100% has it here. They're both within DRS, though, so no, he doesn't make it happen. He's within... I think he was within, like, 2/10 there at a moment. Oh, Irons had a big snap. Irons is out! Irons is out at turn 1. Safety car! Safety car! No, Giants! No! His illegal strategy came out with the safety car. Everyone pissed.
Strategy wasn't even what ruined his race.
SC for Iron. Well, Iron got his safety car. Oh, man. I think Sacco got a speeding.
The Williams out.
Sacco got a drive-through. Sacco got a drive-through penalty. Everyone's gonna pit.
I wonder if AK is gonna pit to another set of new softs.
Does he have another new set of softs?
New mediums, maybe. New mediums or new softs. I mean, he has to do something because I think having the I don't know.
Everyone's gonna pit. There's no reason not to pit here. You're not gonna lose any positions.
I think everyone's gonna go to softs.
Yeah, either softs or mediums, because the softs drop off. They may not even have new mediums. It just depends on what they've gone on so far. I think AK might go on mediums. I think AK might go on his new set of mediums just to hold off from at the end of the race. Actually, no, he would have to go softs because, yeah, the softs will last until the end of the race with good grip. I think everyone is going to pit for softs. As Process comes into the pits, it looks like KDM comes into the pits, AK's into the pits. Leaders are in. Let's see if Dan follows. Dan does follow. Technic Speedy follows. Anthony Jacobs Twan has followed into the pits. Sacco stays out. No, he's getting the pits. Okay, we're good. Yeah, Irons, not ideal. Pain for your team principal.
Pain.
Punju's into the pits. There's 11 people still driving right now. Any changes in the pits? No. Top 5 stay the exact same. Didn't surprise me. Anthony Jenkins P6. Sacco comes out P7. Punju P8. Gary P9. And Calm is going to be coming into the pits, but he has a 10 second to... 10 second? No. This is penalty. I can't see it. He still hasn't served a penalty. He's going to be in the pits. On the softs. Yeah, everyone's on softs. City of Art. Yeah, that's rough. This is going to be a 5-lap, 6-lap shootout. Excuse me there. Gotta get some refreshing water in. This is going to be a tight race. Yeah, man. You gotta stay hydrated. Is that a Gatorade bottle?
It's one of those like Gatorade bottles that you can put water in.
Yeah, it's the green one where you can just squish it. The only reason I knew that is because I looked over and I saw no water bottle in your hand, but a yellow, like an orange cap.
The green screen, yeah.
Yeah.
It just looks like I'm just going like.
Yeah, you're just sipping. You're just sipping. Well, this has been a interesting race so far. AK, I think, has screwed the pooch on this one. He was in the lead for so long, but he's lost the lead now to Process. Everyone has everyone's, yeah, everyone is now on the same tires. Everything is equalized. This is just going to be a full sprint for 6 laps. See who's going to come out on top between Process, KDM, AK, and even Dan of the Mac. You can't count out Dan of the Mac. He started in P19. Made up 15 positions. What a race from the lad.
Very, very good stuff. Oh, I didn't even realize we had another safety car. Oh, from Irons. Yeah, yeah. Okay, never mind.
What?
Brain fart. Never mind. Ignore what I said.
Yeah, I was like, wait, brain fart?
Yeah, just ignore all of that.
Looks like Calm came into the pits again. Does he still have a penalty? Yes, he does. He still has 3 seconds. Let's run down this order one more time, as we're probably going to get going if Calm catches up. 11 people left in this race. Process leads them. KDM coming in P2, up 3 positions from where he started in P5. Great race from him. AK down 2 positions from pole position. He was looking good until he pitted, and he was catching up the pack, but that safety car really screwed him there. Dan of the Mac, sorry, having a great race from P19 all the way up to P4, and Technic Speedy has lost 1 position from P4. He's going to be hoping to get back some points there. Twan, P6, up from P12. Sako Like Taco and Punju are still together on track as they were a little bit ago. Sako up 9 positions, Punju up 7 positions from P15, now into P8. Gary into P9 from all the way back, if you can remember, before the first safety car. He was 40 seconds behind the pack, so he's now in the points. Safety car is going to be in this lap as Calm catches back up to the field. And between Calm and Gary is MB Jacobson. Whew. Let's get this restart going. I'm going on board with AK because I want to see how he gets this lead back. Let's see. He can start it from any point now. Process is holding it very late. And he's gone. Process is gone. Caught AK a little bit napping. KDM had a big snap there in the last corner. Process has gotten a pretty decent gap. Not going to get overtaken. Dan of the Mac really close behind. As there's a side-by-side back there with Calm and MB Jacobson. Calm getting the position and looking to move forward with Gary in front of him. But the battle for the lead is still pretty close. Not just for the lead, for P2 as well. AK already on the attack, filling up KDM's mirrors. Really close there as he's just within a 10th. KDM goes on the outside of Process, gets pushed off just a little bit. He's still side by side with him coming into the hairpin here. They make it through cleanly. Very good racing from you boys. And Process gets the position. KDM pulls out. They're still really close on track as AK lost a little bit of time there. As, yeah, AK and, they nearly come together. Closing up with the accordion effect there. Accordion effect. Ooh. KDM still in with a shot of getting this race lead. AK now closer than KDM is to the next car. Let's see what they're going to be able to do here as they go side by side. Calm, I'm pretty sure, went side by side with Punju there. Punju keeping the position for 8th place. Calm, desperate to get moves going for his championship battle as he is one of our contenders for the championship, getting no points right now. We'll see afterwards what this does to the championship. Sako comes into the pits. Sako comes in to serve his drive-through, I'm pretty sure, and that's going to ruin his race as he's going to be well into the back. I'm going to get some more water. All right. The lead is still, the top 5 are still within the same, within a second of each other. DRS not active yet, but AK still putting pressure on KDM. Dan of the Mac doing the same, just letting them know, hey, if you don't get a move on, I'm still here. and they're all on the same tires, so it is just a game of who can keep these tires alive for the longest, and who can get the most use out of them.
It's looking like it's gonna stay like this as of right now. I know I'm speaking too soon, but
Yeah, exactly. It is a little bit too soon. We still got 4 laps to go after this one.
I just want to speak too soon so that something happens. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Curse it to
Jinx it
happen.
a little bit.
I don't want to talk about my team principal. That's all I want to do. I know he's doing pretty good right now, but I don't want to talk about it because I want him to do good. We've not had the greatest of races. McLaren I'm talking about. But this grid I think is the lowest finishing grid so far. As looked like maybe someone got a little bit of a tap on the front end. Process sets the fastest lap. Punju sets the fastest lap, just a little bit faster than Process with a 32.389. That's crazy. 32.3 in the race. Low fuel. These guys are pushing as fast as they can to get up the field. First person to have dropped out of DRS is Punju. Punju has dropped out of DRS. Com has dropped out of DRS. Gary is not, so Gary's still challenging Com for that P8 position. Punju up into P17, or sorry, 7 from 15. Anthony Jenkins P6. Speedy P5. Dana the Mac P4. AK P3. KDM P2, and Process still holding that lead. He still needs to hold it for another 4 laps. Is he going to be able to? Let's find out, as KDM is keeping the pressure on him. I can tell you're not used to having a this commentary type, as Toby was very chill. He didn't talk much, just let the race go on. I like to commentate a lot.
Yeah, I try to find my moments to chime in, because usually when me and Toby do it, I think I chime in a little more, but I kind of just, I don't know, I'm just listening to you. Go for it, man.
Yeah, I don't mind it. If you want to chime in, chime in. I do not. I just run until my breath goes out, basically. I like to keep talking so nobody dies, as the game implies. I don't know if you know that game. That's a fun game.
I actually don't know.
You don't know the game? It's a bomb diffuser game. Look it up afterwards.
What is it called?
Keep talking and nobody dies, or nobody explodes. I'm pretty sure.
Interesting. Oh, Gary got an overtake on Com.
They're side by side now. Ooh.
Seems to be the only action on the track. Everyone's pretty
steady.
Pretty chill right now. Steady, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I hate seeing a car go side by side into that corner and then the camera cuts away, because you just don't know what happens until it like comes around.
It's like last year's Monaco race. Like, hey, what happened to Lance Stroll? We gotta know.
Actually, a Lance Stroll moment just happened with Com, MB Jacobson, and Gary. Gary gave Com a little bit of a tap, and I'm pretty sure may have broken a little bit of his front wing. But MB Jacobson has taken the ninth place from Gary. Com still holding 8th, but they're going to be fighting that one out until the end of the race to get the last points paying positions.
Meanwhile, Lance Stroll.
Meanwhile, AK has dropped out of DRS of KDM.
Yeah. He's not rocking well with those softs.
AK has no battery. AK has no battery. Dana the Mac has 50%. Technic Speedy is about 25%. But you can see AK's flashing.
What happened to AK?
Yeah.
What happened to AK?
AK is losing pace. Process and KDM are about 30-35%. But yeah, they're looking pretty stable right now. AK is still pressured by Dana the Mac. Can Dan get a podium from last on the grid? This is gonna be the tightest battle coming onto the last lap. I'm gonna be watching this, but let's real quickly talk about Process. Process had the best strategy, went for that undercut really early in the race. I think he was like 5 laps before AK decided to pit. AK pitted, he was just going on. AK went on softs, trying to get that lead back. Got a safety car, which ruined his strategy. Now is getting pressured by Dana the Mac for 3rd place, the last podium position. Process coming onto the last lap. He's just going to have to hold it as he's over a second of KDM. He's dropped KDM. AK had a big moment there at the last corner, and it looks like Dana the Mac is going to be making a move down the next straight. He's going to be patient, not move into turn 1 or 2. Taking it real nice and easy. Technic Speedy still there, reminding Dan that he isn't going to make the move if Dan doesn't. Let's watch on board with Dan. Is he going to use the battery on the last lap? Currently has the battery off. Is he going to have enough room? No, he's not. He lifts out. He's going to have to make this
better
move.
of it.
Yeah. I didn't think he would do that on the last lap. I would have sent it.
I think he just figured, I'm not going to crash out right now if I can have a good finish.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, 15 positions is still 15 positions. That is still a great finish.
And points are points.
Yeah, and not only points, that's what, 12 points for P4? That's a good amount too.
It's getting real close though.
I think he's gonna just stay behind at this point. 5/10 back. Does he have enough DRS to make it?
That was probably the last overtaking area.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough. He's going to be defending on Speedy and Anthony Jacobs. You can keep watching that, but I'm going to watch our race leader coming across the last 2 corners now. The Process 69 has come across the line to win the Singapore Grand Prix in Tier 3. KDM comes in P2. AK comes in P3, Dana the Mac with a great P4 finish, Speedy coming in P5, Anthony Jacobs in P6, Punju finishing P7, didn't want to curse my team principal like that, NB Jacobson takes P8, Gary takes P9, and Calm takes P10 with the last points paying position. That is not going to be good for his championship's sake, but that is going to be good for our championship contenders. As it looks like, let's get the top 3 in the interview room. Let's get them interviewed. Let's go ahead. Change it up to here. All right, so race rundown is going to be as follows. Process wins the race. Amazing drive after that safety car, just leading every lap. KDM, again, P2, and AK coming out P3 from pole position. Unfortunate race for him after that safety car, holding those 15 points for Aston Martin. Still a pretty good finish. Let's just go ahead and wait to see whenever we get our other drivers in here. Okay. Give me a moment. They're not going to be able to see you. Gonna be all right.
I'm going to get some more water really quick.
You're good. Take your time. Let's see. Process. KDM. AK. All right, while we wait for them to get an interview going, or them to get into the interview room, let's just let's see how that turned out for the championship in Tier 3. Currently, Calm was leading the championship from Twan and then AK, and Mod was in P4. Now, with this short, surely is gonna bring up the order, or change around the order here. Of course, this is provisionally, but okay. Yeah. If y'all want to get into the interview room, please. Dan of the Mac is in the interview room. Um, you know, I'm gonna wait until Nikki G comes back, just cause I I want him to be here for it. While we wait for more people, what a finish! That was a good race. What a race for Dan. Dang right. What a race. Oh, 6 points going into Silverstone, says Calm. Or says Twan on Calm. Oh, man. All right. Let's just go ahead and get Dan in here. Nikki G will be back shortly. Hello, Dan. How are you doing today?
I feel amazing.
I can imagine it, you know? You had, I would say, not a great qualifying. Let's be fair.
It could have been better.
It could have been better, yeah. But to be fair, you did have an amazing recovery in what was, I would say, one of the best drives I think we've seen all year from you.
Yeah, I'd argue that absolutely.
You went from P19, last of the grid technically, because
Mhm.
yeah, we don't count me as your teammate in that race. I'm gonna say you did amazing. And congratulations, firstly, on the P4 finish. I saw you had a chance there at the last lap to take P3. Tell me
Yeah.
why you didn't, because I'm so curious. I need to know.
So, in my mind, I'm racing AK,
Mhm.
and me and him go back years.
Right.
I was his mentor throughout most of the pandemic, teaching him, helping him coach to become a great driver. And I know that if I take that position from him, I'm taking him out of the championship. I know I've got no stake in the championship, so
Okay.
I'm thinking to myself, best case scenario here, I'm a sit. Um, best case scenario, I sit behind him. I take my P4. If penalties come, I take the P3 or P2, and I'm just because this race was chaotic. I've no idea what anyone else around me did for half of it because I
Yeah,
was
that
kind of
was
in my own
crazy.
bubble.
You
Um,
were I wouldn't say in your own bubble because you had an amazing first stint and then well I'd say first stint amazing come up from on your first stint and then you went on to the hards and you were just continuing to keep up that pace. So again, congratulations. That was an incredible drive from P19 to P4 and
thank you, man.
great job for thinking about the championship, thinking the bigger picture for one of your great buddies. Yeah, that's really sweet to hear. But as a competitor, the same thing. You're just trying to not ruin someone else's championship hopes.
Yeah,
Um,
because
yeah,
I've been in races where I've been sat and I know the guy behind me is doing something else. He has more of a stake in this race than I
yeah,
do. And a lot of people around you, you'll often find people have more of a stake in a race than what you are, especially if you're in the mid table. So
exactly.
my mind was I was caught in 2 months because I did want to send it on him because I haven't had a podium yet and I'd really like one. But if it was anyone else, I probably would have. In
Yeah.
all reality, if it was Punju, I'd absolutely send it. Um, but it's one of those situations of I couldn't for the respect of the driver and also for the fact that I'd already had such a good drive
Yeah, that
and I was so happy with how that drive went
I
and the
can't really
strategy.
blame you for it. You had a great strategy, great drive, and even Nicky said he was just settling for P4, just not trying to do anything dumb, trying to ruin his own race. Because if you did go for the send, you could have had contact. You could have lost P4, then you would
Absolutely.
have been horrid. That would have
Not
been
even
horrible.
P4 could have lost everything.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. That would have been absolutely horrible. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna say great job for the third time. I can't say it enough, dude. Insane. Great
Thank you.
drive.
And credit where credit's due. AK was in a VC with me for the first half of the race. CDC'd for one reason or another later, but we were talking and we were going over strategy.
Yeah.
And the strategy call of pitting on like early onto hards and sticking it out to a safety car, that was mainly his idea. I'll give him credit where credit's due. Like the man he's a very talented driver. He's a very talented thinker as well, and he fully deserves everything that comes his way. I hope to God I'm not involved in the championship fight, but uh, also it's my home race next weekend, and I want to win one finally. So I'm throwing down the gauntlet. I'm gonna beat Com next weekend.
Do it. I
Guarantee that.
want to see it. I want to see tier 3 just shenanigans go on. I want to see you on the podium for your first time at the last race. Good luck to you. I'm going to let
Thank
you
you.
go. I'll see you next week, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, boys.
See ya. All right. Well, that was P4 technically. We're not going to talk about it because he had a great drive. AK said in the tier 3 chat that we should interview him, so respected it, and I mean, you can't blame
That's
the
fair.
guy. Yeah, it's 100% fair. He just said AK gave him a strategy. But let's go ahead and pull in our P2 finisher, KDM. KDM is going to be our P2 finisher today. How are you doing, KDM?
Doing good. Exhausted, stressed.
I would imagine you had a hectic race. I'm pretty sure you started P4 and you stayed around there basically the entire race. What was your thought process when that first safety car came out? You're just not even trying to come out, or sorry, first real safety car, because the one at the start we don't talk about that nobody pitted.
Right.
I'm talking about the one right after where everything went down, pit stops, people pitted onto the mediums early, and what was your thought process going through that race?
Yeah, and after that safety car, I was going to pit honestly and try to do a two stop, but I just went for track position and I saw no one in the front pitted, so I was just perfectly fine with staying out. I knew hopefully towards the end of the race, if they're on mediums, they stayed out, that I was gonna have the faster tires at the end. Obviously the last safety car just kind of
Yeah.
threw everything off, but nonetheless, I think made the right choice staying out. Definitely. I said
100%.
it's hard to get through the traffic here. You always go through the risk of having an incident. Broken
Mhm.
wing, whatever the case is. So just decided to play a little bit more safe, go for track position, and hopefully, thankfully, it all worked out. Still try to get past process at the end at the last stint, but it was close, but just couldn't get the move done after.
Yeah, Process was in his own league basically that entire race. He AK held out a long time on those mediums. I think until lap 20 he didn't come into the pits. He came in for softs, and that final safety car ruined his strategy. He was 100% going to win that race. I don't know if you saw his pace, but he was
Yeah,
cooking.
100%, 100%. I saw he was behind me at one point with maybe about a second gap right when the
Yeah,
safety car came out, and I knew at that point, I was a little bit more safe from him, attacking me because I knew we were all
yeah,
gonna pit. I knew at that point, even if he had just pitted, I knew he was not gonna stay out. So
exactly.
but that really ended up saving me from AK because
Yeah.
yeah, in reality, that was his to take at the end of the day.
Yeah, if that safety car didn't come in, actually, it was Iron Boogs who was in P2 at the time who crashed at the third corner, and that was that
That
was wild to see.
saw it happen right in front of me after I got to see when he just lost it. He had that oversteer and just
Went into the wall.
unfortunately for him, just ended up going into the wall.
Yeah, well, it worked out for you because you had an AK coming up very quickly. You managed to secure that P2, even though process was just cooking too much for anyone to catch. Even I think you dropped out of DRS there at the end as well, but you still had an amazing
Yep,
race.
I did. I did.
Congratulations to you. I don't think you made a mistake that race, like a major mistake. I don't think you hit a. I didn't see you hit a wall once. You stayed calm whenever AK was behind you, whenever Dan was behind you, and you kept your cool. Great race, and I can't wait to see you at the finale.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Like I said, it's really stressful race today, but thankfully, got a good result.
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for doing this interview, and have a great rest of your day.
Appreciate it. You guys too. Have a great day.
All right. Well, that's the only.
P1.
I don't think we have P1. Process gotta run. No. Okay. Process is not
What?
going to be joining us, so that is going to be it.
We'll just assume that he's elated about the
He's gonna
P1.
go have a drink. Yeah, I think he's gonna go have a drink and celebrate that P1 finish. He had a good race.
Yeah.
Well, Giants fan, as you're as you're known on the stream, that's going to be the end of tier 3. Make sure to check out tier 2 that's already going on. I'm definitely going to be in there watching what's going on. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, subscribe if you haven't already, join Discord. But that's it for me. Do you have anything to say, Nikki?
Like and subscribe, and we will be here next week for the final race of the MRL season at Silverstone.
Yep, Silverstone the last round. I might not be here for tier 3, but I'll definitely be in tier 2. Thank you guys for watching. Go watch tier 2, go watch tier 1, and even NA. Yeah, that's gonna be it for us. Thank you.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that I'm Giants fan now. I should go run some time trials real quick.
Yeah, you're probably gonna get like 1 second from that alone.
Yeah, I better run.